we will see a problem on hexagonal pyramid. Here is the question. A hexagonal pyramid, side of base 30 mm and axis 70 mm long, has its triangular slant surface, which is called as a triangular face, in HP with its axis at 50 degree to VP. Draw its projections. Assume the apex of hexagonal pyramid towards the observer. So this is the question in front of us. Just by reading it is understood that the type of solid is a hexagonal pyramid. So I'll draw the diagram for that and explain the conditions in the problem. So here we have a hexagonal pyramid in which the base is in the shape of a hexagon and it has 6 corners. Those 6 corners are connected with slant edges to a common vertex called as apex. And here we can say that the base is in the shape of a hexagon, so it is a hexagonal base. Next, at the center, here we have the axis of this hexagonal pyramid. Now, here it is mentioned that hexagonal pyramid, side of base 30 mm and axis 70 mm long, has its triangular slant surface in HP. If the triangular slant surface is in HP, it means the entire hexagonal pyramid is in HP. So when it is resting in HP, we are going to see from the top, and from the top this hexagonal base will be visible. And to draw that hexagonal base, there are two ways. I'll explain it, that how to draw that hexagon. The side of base is given as 30 mm. So I'll take the radius of this circle as 30 to draw the hexagon. So taking radius as 30 mm. Now this is one way of drawing the hexagon, in which I'll give it the notation. And then here we have the apex, point O. Forming the slant edges, that is going to give me the triangular faces. Now this is one way of drawing the hexagonal pyramid, like it will look from the top. Then here if I see, this hexagonal pyramid is resting on its corner, which is 0.4. So if I am going to tilt it, in that case this pyramid will be resting on this slant edge O24. But in the question it is mentioned that hexagonal pyramid, side of base 30 mm and axis 70 mm long, has its triangular slant surface. So triangular slant surface means it is the surface, it means the triangular face. So the triangular face is in HP. It means when I am drawing this condition and tilting this pyramid, it will lie on the slant edge. It is not lying on that slant edge, it is lying on the slant surface. So it means I have to tilt this hexagon in such a way that here I get an edge. So this condition is incorrect. We should not draw the hexagon in this way. So here in the solution part, I'll explain how to draw the other type of hexagon. So let us get started with the solution. So here we have XY line, VP, HP, and in the question it is mentioned that the hexagonal pyramid is in HP. So I'll draw the top view for that first. Now here I'll draw the hexagonal pyramid in the top view, and as I have mentioned, we are not going to use this condition because here it is resting on the corner 4, but we want an edge. So for that, here I'll keep the radius as it is. Radius is 30 mm here. So 30 mm is the side of the hexagon. Next, we have to draw the hexagon in such a way that we have an edge on the right hand side. So for that, I'll keep the point here at the top. Connecting these points. So here is the correct condition in which the pyramid is resting on an edge. Now if we see here, there is apex O giving the notations. And here we can see that this hexagonal pyramid is resting on an edge 4, 5, and if I tilt this pyramid, when it will be tilted and kept in HP, then this triangular face O45 will be the face or will be the surface on which this pyramid is going to rest. So as per the given question, this condition is correct. Here it is resting, it will be resting on triangular slant surface. Then I'll project its front view. Axis height is 70 mm. Connecting the points to the apex. Here we have O dash. This will be 1 dash, comma 2 dash, 3 dash and 6 dash, 4 dash, comma 5 dash. Now this is the initial condition. After drawing it light, now I'll make it dark. So here if we see, when we are drawing the front view, our direction is on this side. So this triangular face O23 and O34 are onto the opposite faces. That is why there is dark line in between. That dark line signifies this edge O23 and O26. Next, after completing this condition, it is given that hexagonal pyramid side of base 30 mm and axis 70 mm long has its triangular slant surface in HP. So we have to make this triangle in HP. For that, if we are looking from front, the triangular face is O dash 4 dash 5 dash looking like a line in the front view. So if I make this line coincide with XY, then I can say that the plane is resting in HP. So for that, I'll select a point here. Then measuring the distance of the slant edge, After that, keeping the point here, and cutting the XY line. So here I'll be getting, will be point 4 dash 5 dash, and here there is O dash. Then keeping the same distance, I'll mark the slant edge onto the other side. So from O dash, I'll draw a light arc. Then taking the distance of the base, cutting this arc. So here I am getting a point, joining it. So here we have 4 dash 5 dash. Next, this will be point 1 dash 2 dash. Then I'll get 3 dash 6 dash as well. So measuring from 4 5 to 3 and 6, keeping it over here, marking it. Here we have 3 dash 6 dash. Now this is the pyramid which is tilted on its triangular face O dash 4 dash 5 dash, and here is the front view for it. I'll make it dark. So now this is the tilted pyramid, and here is the front view. Next I'll get the top view for it, and for that purpose observer is here at the top. Now as an observer, when we are looking from top, those points needs to be projected first which are closer to the observer. So if we see here point 1 dash and 2 dash is closest to the observer, so projecting that point first. So starting with point number 1, projecting point 1 from the top view. So where 1 and 1 dash they intersect, that will give me the point 1 dash. Next on this same line we have 2 dash as well. So projecting 2 from the top view, that gives me the point 2 dash. Next for the remaining points I'll have to project them in sequence. Now after getting 1 dash and 2 dash, I'll project 3 dash and 6 dash as they are onto the same point. Here we have point 3 in the top view. So where 3 dash and 3 intersects, that will give us point 3. Here actually this will be point 1 only, and this will be 2, not 2 dash, because it is top view. Next for 4 and 5, here 6 also is there, so point 6 will be projected. So point 6 dash and 6 where they intersect, that will give me the point 6. Next for 4 and 5, 4 dash 5 dash will be projected down where 4 dash and 4 intersects, that will give me point 4. Where 5 dash and 5 intersect, that will give me point 5. Next O dash, that is the apex, will be projected down, and here point O will be projected. So where O dash and O intersects, that will give me the point O of the apex. Now when the observer is at the top, this entire base is close to the observer, so it will be visible. So drawing it with solid line, first light and then I'll make it dark. Then when the observer is at the top, at that time this triangular face O dash, 1 dash, 2 dash is visible. Here it is looking like a line. In the top view it will be a triangle. So connecting 1 and 2 to the apex, Then even from the top, this edge O dash 6 dash, that is O to 6, is visible. Edge O dash 3 dash will also be visible. So O to 3 will be visible. But only points 4 and 5 which are going behind the observer. So the edge which is connecting them, that is 4 dash O dash, 4 to O will be hidden and 5 to O will be hidden. First I'll make this portion dark. Next, connecting 5 to O with the help of dotted line. So this edge is not visible in the top view. Then here is the apex. I'll call it as apex OO. Now, if we are looking from top, in that case, the triangular face on which the pyramid is resting, that is O45, will not be visible. So it is hidden here. This is the top view. The next condition is a hexagonal pyramid, side of base 30 mm and axis 70 mm long, has its triangular slant surface in HP with its axis at 50° to VP. So 50° to VP will be seen in HP, and here the condition is draw its projections, assume the apex of the hexagonal pyramid towards the observer. So in the top view, observer is at this location, and now here we have to tilt the pyramid about its axis at 50°. Taking a point, I'll mark an angle of 50°, then drawing a light line through it. Now in the question, the inclination of the axis which is given 50°, this inclination of the axis is for the true length, and that true length of the axis is 70 mm. This is the true length of the axis, and even here the axis true length is there. But when I have to tilt this pyramid, this length of the axis which we get in the top view is not the true length. So this is called as PL, plan length. So if the inclination of 50° is given, for that I'll measure the original length of the axis and mark over it. That is the original length. And then drawing a light line through this point. Next, I'll measure the apparent length of the axis. This method is to be followed when the length is apparent, so the inclination will change. If in the question it would have mentioned that the top view of the axis is inclined at 50°, then directly we would have taken this length inclined at 50°. But here it is mentioned that axis is at 50° to VP, so this is the original length which is inclined at 50° to VP seen in HP. It means here I have to use this procedure. I am measuring the apparent length of the axis, keeping the point here and marking over this line which I am getting it here. So here the axis length has shifted. This is the original axis. So the inclination of the axis has changed, and that is the for the apparent length of the axis, which we are getting from the top view. Now here is the point of the apex, point O, because in the question it is mentioned that apex should be closer to observer. So now, after getting the apex, here this point which I have used as the reference is nothing but point O, which is here, and the apex is tilted here. Next, I need to copy this entire pyramid here, and for that, first I'll draw a line perpendicular to point O, and on that line I'll mark 3 and 6. So here is point O, keeping the new axis, that is this red line of the axis, as the reference. Measuring 90, drawing a light line through it. Next, I'll measure the distance from O to 6, and same will be the distance from O to 3 as well. So marking it over here and here. So if the pyramid is tilted in this direction, point 6 will be at this location, and here I'll get point 3. Next, I want point 1 and 2. For that, I'll measure the distance from O to 1 and 2, and from point O I'll mark it onto this axis, and then drawing a light line through it, light perpendicular line over this axis. Now on that I require points 1 and 2, so for that I'll measure the distance from the axis up to point 1, same will be the distance of point 2, joining them. Here I'll get point 1, this is point 2. Next, for points 4 and 5, again as I have taken the distance from O to 1, same will be the distance from O to this line which has 4 and 5. So from O I'll mark on this line, which is this axis. Drawing a parallel line through it, which is perpendicular to the axis. Then point 1 and 5 are at the same level, so point 1 we have. Similarly, I'll draw a line parallel to the axis, marking point 5, and here 2 and 4 are at the same level, so marking point 4 as well. So this is giving me point, here I am getting point 5, and this is giving me point number 4. After this I'll connect them with the help of light line first, so the base was entirely visible. Connecting the point to this apex. Now I'll just draw the lines as it was in the second condition. So the dark lines first, which are the outlines. Next, connecting O to 4 with the help of hidden line, because that edge was not visible in the top view. So this is the tilted pyramid where the apex is closer to observer. Now observing this, I am going to project the front view, and for that those points needs to be projected first which are closer to observer. So if I look here, apex is the closest point to the observer. So projecting the apex from the top view into the front view. So here point O and O dash, wherever both intersect, that will give me the point O double dash of the apex. Then point number 1, here we have 1 dash where they intersect, that will give me the point 1 double dash. Then on this same line we have 2 dash, so point 2 will be projected up. So wherever point 2 and 2 dash they intersect, that is going to give me the point 2 double dash. Then point 3, now after projecting point 2 there is point 3. In the front view we have 3 dash 6 dash, projecting light, and here wherever point 3 and 3 dash they intersect, that will give me the point 3 double dash. Next point 4, now point 4 from the top view and 4 dash from the front view, wherever they intersect, that will give me the point 4 double dash. Then point number 5, point 5, where point 5 and 5 dash intersect, that will give me 5 double dash. Then point 6, so point number 6 from the top view, and point 6 dash from the front view, wherever they intersect, that is going to give me the point 6 double dash. Then joining them in the proper sequence with care of visibility. As an observer, if we are looking from here, in that case the face O45, which is hidden in the top view, that face will be seen. So O double dash, 5 double dash, 4 double dash, that face is seen like a line, so it is visible. Next, after that, closer to the observer there is face O23, so O23 will be joined with the help of solid lines. Then the triangular face O43 or O34, that is also closer to observer, so visible O43. After that, the triangular face, it is O16, we can say this O16, and at the same time here O12. So connecting 1 double dash to O double dash, that is this triangular face O12 will be visible, but the triangular face which is connecting this 6 double dash to 1 double dash and 5 double dash, that will be hidden, that is O16 will be hidden and O15 will be hidden, because they are going away from the observer. Observer is here, those triangular faces are behind, so it means the remaining triangular faces will be hidden. So I'll make dark the visible portion. Then connecting 6 with 1, because this edge is far away from the observer, so that will be hidden, drawing it with dotted line. Similarly, the edge 6 double dash 5 double dash, 5 to 6 is going behind the observer, so that will also be hidden. Then connecting 6 double dash to O double dash. So these two triangular faces are hidden from this condition. Next, I'll be giving the dimensioning to it. The edge of base is 30 mm. Axis height is 70. And here I have shown the inclination. So with this, we complete the problem.